What's going on, guys, and welcome into the Jalen Nelson podcast for September 26, 2016. Those St. Louis Rams. Holy shit, you heard that? I had dropped the mic. St. Louis Rams. I'm not going to play their game. I'm not calling them the LA Rams. I'm calling them the St. Louis Rams. That's what I'm going to call them. Squeezed out another victory in Tampa Bay. 2-1 on the season. I can't remember the last time we was 2-1. Last time it says 2006 we were 2-1. Seems like forever. Like Scott Linehan was the coach, one of the worst coaches ever. How was your weekend? No, my weekend was work. Those 2 days I had off, those were just tremendous couple of days, man. But yeah, that's just thinking about it. It's crazy how my Rams went from we were in St. Louis. And we moved back to Los Angeles, and we go from the 16th most valuable team in the league to I think the 6th or something like that. Somewhere, I think those numbers are correct. It's from 16th in St. Louis to 6th in Los Angeles. And that's crazy. I understand the market. I get it. But is that it? Like, no one's expecting us to win a Super Bowl this year. No one's expecting us to win a division this year. Not make the playoffs this year. Not, wild card spot and all of that. How do we jump? Who are we in front of? Or better yet, who's in front of us? Who like Cowboys, Steelers? Some of those teams that, they travel well. 49ers, I know they travel well, but I don't know, right? We haven't won anything in years in St. Louis, under the mediocre Jeff Fisher. Which this year I might have his head on a stick. I'm almost there, but we're 2-1, so I'm gonna, ease off for right now. We haven't won anything in years in St. Louis. A lot of personnel screw-ups. Many personnel screw-ups. Obviously, and we went from 16 to 6. Just moving to Los Angeles made us a top 10 most valuable team in the league. That's crazy. Like, we're not expecting to win anything, so how can we be that valuable? I don't know, man. It's Los Angeles. Los Angeles to me, it's like a dream place to live, but I hear, people that live over there and they just, it's not what you want to do. You want to live around Los Angeles, but you don't want to live in Los Angeles. Me from, being out in the East Coast, the gang stuff is still happening over there. I'm thinking that's 90s, but it's still up and running. But it's just, I can't. Nowhere cold, right? Like, Miami seems it seems nice. It is nice. I've been to Orlando. That was beautiful down there. San Diego, some of those places just nice all year round. That's the thing that hit me today. I woke up this morning before work, which is a fucking ridiculous statement there. I woke up before work. That's like Scary Movie. The whole thing with Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson. And I woke up freezing cold. Going to the car, going to work, get in the car. I'm having a hoodie on. I'm it's cold as hell. What the hell happened? I'll tell you what happened. Look at me. I'm asking questions and answering them. That's what happens when you're doing a podcast by yourself. When you're the only kid on the block, you can do things like that. Get yourself a podcast. Do what all the other cool kids are doing, right? But man, it's fall coming. When you're a kid, cold weather really doesn't bother you. Like me, it always did, but cold weather, man, hey, listen, Cold weather meant the possibility of snow days. That's what it meant. Going to school and being a kid, it meant the possibility of snow days, the possibility of these 90-minute delays, some type of delay for school, or a possibility of getting out of school early. That's what that meant. Man, like, just think about it. Like, you guys that you live in places that get cold and you get snow, you know what I'm talking about here. You know it. Being a kid and having, like, that movie Snow Day was like the perfect example of just being a kid on a snow day from school. Like, you wake, like, if the snow is already coming, like, during the evening, and you already know school is going to be canceled, like, they're already canceling school before bedtime. School is being canceled, right? Like, you don't do homework, you stay up later, and then the next day it's you go outside, snowball fights, sleds, tackle football in the snow. What's better than tackle football in the snow? Like, nothing really beats that. Maybe kickball in the summer comes close. Interracial. What would you call it? What would you call it? I forgot the name, the term. I forgot the name. Male and female game of male and female game of kickball. Help me in the comment section. Totally went brain dead right there. That comes close, but nothing beats tackle football in the snow. Nothing beats it. Like, my friend and I used to live in this neighborhood as a kid. Tough neighborhood, rough neighborhood. Would never want to live there again. But just growing up, you have so many kids on the block, so you have so many people to play with. And I grew up I'm like one of those people that, like, we grew up in the last era of playing outside, the last generation of kids to play outside. Born in 92, last generation of kids. So maybe 96, 97, so you're like, that's the cutoff point. But I was born in 92, so I've experienced this thing called outside as a child. And we used to just, like, it snowed and we would just get on someone's lawn and just hit each other. Like, it was just to hit each other, fall down in the snow, wrestle in the snow, and just hit each other and play for hours. Someone go actually get a football, probably a snowball fight. And then that's what we did. We did that until we no longer could feel our ankles or our toes and move our fingers. Or it was just long enough that our parents just, they had that insight of, okay, frostbite, time to come in the house. Like, that's how long we would play in the snow. But now, as an adult and having responsibilities and having to go to work, like, I work in a nursing home, so there's always work for me regardless. Blizzard, no blizzard, I'm always going to have work. The place is not closing down, basically, right? And just the thought of driving in snow. As soon as I felt the cold air, waking up this morning, that's immediately what I thought. And this is fall. We may not see snow until late November. It's a possibility. Not likely. Possibility. But December, January, February. And a small possibility of March. Small possibility. But it can happen. But it's just thinking about that. Driving in snow. I moved out here in this new town. This new town. And my first winter, I'm out here by myself, live out here. And I totally, I'm driving my car, going to work. I'm going to work now, right? And snow got caught up into my brakes, my tires and everything. Started sliding, trying to stop, can't stop. About to smack into a pole. I had to turn down a small street with a hill just to avoid hitting a pole. And I was stuck there for 3 to 4 hours, shoveling the entire hill of the street just to go up it. Meanwhile, some woman with bow tires, she got caught at the top of the hill, and I shoveled her out and everything like that. Did not get a thank you for it. Did not get a thank you for it. Just the thought of having to, you can't really appreciate your car until like winter's over. Like your car just seems better. Everything is less miserable with warm weather. Maybe it's just me, my hate for cold weather, but that's just how I see it. Like there's nothing going on in December. Outside of the holidays, there's nothing going on. Where are you going in December? You don't see anyone outside. Even if you really live in a city, especially these days with no kids playing outside, you don't no one outside. Just thinking about that, man. Like being 24. And that makes me like think about this just life and cold, everything I was just saying. And just life and just thinking of waking up this morning and also seeing this alert, this notification I got on my phone. I had a wild night last night. A crazy night. Now, at some point I may talk about it. Look at me, I'm always giving these cliffhangers, right? Gotta keep you listening. The 3.5 people that listen to this. The Cowboys leading the Bears 24-3. Dak Prescott 175 and a tub. Okay, I don't have the TV on this time. Just looking at the notification. Speaking of notifications, yeah, I woke up this morning and oh shit, I was talking about last night, right? Yeah, I had a crazy night last night. Got into a little issue. No problems. It's just, when you go out, things happen. But I got in the house around 5, and I had left my charger in my car. So my phone had completely died. Now this other shortage charger I have didn't stay where it needed to for it to charge. But so I charged up my phone, right? Charged her up. See this notification, and it's about Jose Fernandez. I'm like, what happened? Because I got the part of the notification that said social media's heartfelt message, mourning loss of Jose Fernandez. I'm like, did Jose Fernandez die? And anytime there's like some kind of breaking news, like as soon as I'm going straight to Google search engine, searching that event, that person, whatever it is. If it's not on the search engine through Google, it's TMZ, whoever, whatever. It's not true. And I get there and I see it. Jose Fernandez passed away. Now, I'm no Marlins fan, nor that I really see. I'm a Yankees fan. I live in the Northeast. So I'm watching Yankees games. And the Mets and the Marlins, they're in the same division, but I'm not watching them. I'm not watching the Mets. This is not what I'm doing. But holy shit, man. Is that the definition of tragedy? 24 years old, entire life ahead of you. Like, I joke around and say how 21, 22, let's just stay 21, 22. If I could just stay how I look, stay how my body is, and I can just gain experience, the mental part of just growing older, that'll be cool. Then you get 24 and you're like, holy what happened? Like, I'm about to be 25 and then I'm going to be 30 and then you go through all of those, you go through all of that. Like, you want to stay 22. 25 if you got some messed up car insurance. But 22 seems like a pretty good year. Solid year, right? As long as you gain the mental, be good. 22, great year. But joking and just saying, oh, I'm 24. When I wake up, I hurt. Things like that. It just shows you, man, when you lose someone that young like I am, and then you really look at it, you look at his life at 24. And I look at my own and I say, that guy had his whole life ahead of him. Now I got to flip it back around and think, I have my whole entire life ahead of me. My entire life. And just the definition of tragic with his passing, think it was 3 o'clock this morning. Or 3 o'clock this morning. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Look at me doing this again. Never prepared. Just get up here and start talking. Start rambling. I think I'm actually starting getting the hang of hearing my voice in these headphones while talking. And what would that... Did I not turn off the notifications for my phone? Arnold Palmer passing. Like... I don't even know this guy's... I know he had, I think, 250 plus Ks this year. Like I said, didn't watch many games. I think I first realized how good he was by playing. It wasn't the show. It was probably MLB, one of the ESPN garbage games. Could have been the show. What I realized, wow, he's 16-8 this year, 2.86 ERA, 250 Ks. Yeah, he's under 3 with 8 losses. It's a team thing. It's not him. We almost got the same birthday, about 5 days apart. He was making 2.8 million. Yeah, he's due for one of those big, 180, $200 million contracts. But he probably wouldn't have got that money because of Giancarlo got like 300 million. It's just, you're just thinking about like what this guy, he came from Cuba. I think he tried 3 times as a kid coming over here illegally, I believe it was. And finally made it through at 15. And you see like how his hard work and his dedication to the game, like every video and picture I see of this guy, he's smiling, he's loving the sport. As dominating and nasty his stuff was, this is me watching highlights. His stuff just filthy. This guy was making a way for his family, doing something he loved. Jeez, man. It's a tragic. It's wait a minute. Hold on. He was gonna have a kid. Wait a minute. Apparently pregnant. Was expecting a baby with his girlfriend before his death. Oh, what the fuck? He announced just 5 days before his tragic death. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying. This guy. Hold on. Or is apparent. All right. I don't even know what to click on. Like everything is saying something interesting. So apparently, 5 days before today, 5 days ago, his girlfriend was pregnant. Shared a beautiful photo of his girlfriend just 5 days before his girl is very pregnant, standing circle on the bench and just beginning to call her baby when she lovely. Ready for this journey. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dude. His girlfriend, Jose Fernandez's girlfriend, 5 days ago, posted this picture. I don't know where he posted this picture to. But his girlfriend, you can see that she's very pregnant in the picture. So he's expecting a kid, his girlfriend, and himself. They were expecting a child, and now this guy's gone, man. Like I don't want to make this into a, you know what that topic I'm going down, people. How does this help, man? Like I don't get it, Like I don't want to make it to a guy thing. I don't want to make it that, but come on, man. I don't want to make it. I honestly don't. But this guy, whole life out of him, worked hard. He got out for his family. This guy was going to make enough money for his family to never starve again. Expecting a child. Beautiful girlfriend I'm looking at in this picture. Expecting a child, man. I don't know, man. It's just a tragic loss. And I don't know, man. seen the Don Mattingly and the general manager. I seen them break down, but and cry. But dude, this is, you know, what the fuck, dude. You know. Let me go into my last. Well, let me try to lighten the mood up here, because just reading that is just, you know. One of my days off, like I said in the previous podcast, I had 2 days off, which was a rare for me. And one of the days was my mom's 60th birthday. 60th. It was the second day I was off. Now, I'm dreading going to this thing. Now, I get it. Now, you know, your mom, go, be happy and all that. But me being me, I don't like those things. I don't like family events. I don't like social gatherings. I'm nice. I can get along with anybody. I can communicate with anybody that can speak English. You know, I say that can speak English, and I'm stuttering over my words. It's the headphones, people, I swear. and I can do that. I can do the thing. I can do that. But I still don't like to be, like, I don't just like that type of environment. So I'm dreading to go into this thing, right? Dreading. Now, I'm driving there. For some reason, somehow, some way, I run a red light. Somehow, some way. It's just one of those weird things where you know the street, you know the light, and the two left lanes light up green, and it becomes, I guess, second nature that your body, and you know that when the two left lanes or whatever it is, when they light up and you're in the right lane or the far right lanes, everyone on your side of the lights light up. This particular time, it did not do it. So I didn't realize it until I got under the light and I look up. It's still red. Like, some guy was making a left. So I'm like, holy shit, I ran a red light. Looking around, no cop, which is surprising because there's always cops in that area. So I'm like, okay, good. So I'm driving, right? Get on the highway. And get on the highway now. It's one of those things where on the highway, you go, you know, you're supposed to go the speed limit. But really, for you that work in the morning, you know that's usually the fastest. Everyone's running late. Everyone's trying to get to work, right? So no one's really running. If it's 55, people are doing 70, 75. If you're doing 55, you're holding things up. Now, this wasn't around that time. This was like 6:30. But it's just one of those things where on the highway, the flow of traffic really dictates the speed limit on that particular highway. And I was doing, what was I doing, like 70? I think I was doing like 70, probably between 70 75. Between 70 75, right? And I'm doing this 70 75, and I got someone behind me. And as soon as I look down and look up, look to the left, it's a state trooper. Now, the state trooper was on the other side of the highway, but they were crossing over to my side of the highway. You know, just those little lanes between the two highways for emergency vehicles. And the guy behind me went into the middle lane. Now, I'm still in the left lane. And I look down, press the brake slowly, and I see him now coming over to my side of the highway. Now I'm like, am I really going to get pulled over? It's one thing. Like, speed limit is a speed. I understand it. I get it, right? There is a place, there is a need for it. I just hope I never get a speeding ticket for something like that. For actually going the speed of what everyone around me is doing. We're all doing the same speed. Anyone starts to slow down, things start to stop, whatever. Now, if I'm out there doing 100, I understand it. I understand a speeding ticket. At that point, it's probably like reckless driving or something, or whatever it is. But I just hope I never get, if I'm in a 55 and I'm doing 63, and all of us is doing, like, come on, 55. Or if it's 65 and we're all doing 75. Like, I just hope, I hope I don't ever get a speeding ticket for that. So I get there. Before that, I'm almost like, as soon as I get into the city, because this is where this event is at. And today is actually my mother's birthday. And she was just having her party then. So getting into the city. Now, any of you that live outside of a city and you go into the city, the driving is completely different. Completely different. And I'm sitting there looking at these two people that want to take this left turn. Now I'm behind that person that wants to take a left turn. And they both squeaking out. The other person on the other side, they get their left. Person on my side, they're going to take that left. But another car on the other side is coming forward. And I'm sitting there watching the whole thing. So I'm about to sit there and watch a car crash happen. But it doesn't. So I finally get to this thing. And it is the good, the bad, and the fucking horrific. Listen, I don't know if any of you have ever been around a bunch of 50 plus something year olds with slow jams and wine. Dude, it's nothing like you think you're doing. Like, I go to parties here and there and it's lit, whatever, and it's fun, but you get a bunch of 50-year-olds with some music they love and wine, there's no telling what's going to happen. No telling what's going to happen or be said. So when I say that horrific, it means in a good way that it was like, wow, you guys actually party. I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe it's because you think it's the last time you go to party. I should have never said that. But are you just happy to come out the house like you married couples, just happy to be away from the kids? What is it with 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds with drinks and good music? Oh, man. Like, my sister put the thing together, and it was really nice, man. Who was kidding who? It was not, no BS here. Like, it was a nice thing. My mom looked great. She was happy. She had a great time. I was back there like fucking Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood. Like, I'm sitting there hating. Like, I just don't want to be around anyone. Like, everyone's smile. Like, I'm just like, I'm sitting down there. What did I Googled something. I'm at, you ever be at somewhere or you try not to be in the environment that you're in and you just start texting people, but no one's there to text. So you're just going down your old text messages, looking at people that you can actually text and have somewhat minimum conversation with, just to take you out where you're at. That's what I was at. I was there. I think I was in there. I forgot. I can't remember exactly what I Googled. I Googled something ridiculous. Like, I was on Daniel Day-Lewis filmography just to see. Like, I was feeling like him. And I'm like, yo, I'm like Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood. Like, I don't like anyone. Like, I hate most people. Just like him. And I'm like, let's see what, is he doing a new movie yet? And I just go, like, that's what I'm doing. Like, everyone's eating wings. Like, I'm just sitting at this table alone, not doing anything but on my phone. That's what it was. My mother was happy I went. But I'm like, it's not my thing. Like, growing up as a kid, we had all the family cookouts. Every family cookout. The Christmas parties. The this, the that at my house. And I always had that conversation with my mother the night before. Clean up your room. People's going to be over. And I'm always like, for what? I don't like them. I don't want them to be here. Why do they have to be here? And no one needs to be in my room. So I'm not cleaning up my room. So that's why it's just so nice. That's why it's enjoyable to just move away, live by yourself. Like I don't have to. Now I know that sounds whatever, but it's just some poor bastard. So someone out there feels the same way I do. I know that. Seeing people that I haven't seen in years. It's just, like, dude, is that what I have to look forward to ever be married? Like, just even talking how I was just talking, like, am I ever gonna be married? And if so, like, is that what I have to do? Like, go to these events? There's always those males that gotta go somewhere that they woman wants to take them, but they don't really want to go. Like, I'm completely ready. Like, I had an argument, just thinking about it. I had an argument with a female about not going to her family functions. The thing was, we had an argument about it. Like, we really had words about it through text, but and the thing was, we weren't even together. We were not together. She had never been inside my house. I had never been inside her house. I picked her up like one time for a date, and that's it. And somehow, some way, our conversation led into that. It led into arguments. Like, I said something, she said something, and I just tried to be funny, and she called me an ass. Like, how it usually goes. But it was just, I broke it down to her. Like, I did not like doing that then. I don't like to be around those events now. If I don't like to be around my family events, why do you think I'm going to be around yours? Like, even if it means something to me, like, even if I want you to, like, I'm not doing it. Like, and she was completely missing the point I was saying. I'm like, you can go and have fun at your family's events without me. Despite you may want me to be there, but you can still have a good time without me. You don't really need me there, but you want me there. And I don't want to be there. And if I am there, I don't want to be there. And then if I'm not there, I'm happy I'm not there. But my sister put this thing together, and it was great, man. It was really great. She had a band. The band was great. Those guys are amazing. Let me sit there and plug their name here. Like, even with my sister and I, we don't even speak like that. That's another topic for another video. Keep on listening there. Just trying to figure out these guys. They were great. Everything was great. Some woman has sent Mike McKee's Childs and Band. Mike McKee's Childs and Band. Those guys were great. 3-4 guys. They were great. And so I sat next to this woman and whatnot, and we was just talking. But it was a great night, for my mom. She was happy and whatnot. But it's just, 60 it's up there. But it just shows you, like, man, just life. Like, you ever think about some of your friends that passed away young? Like, I think about one of my friends that passed away at 15. This is back in 2004. And he passed away at 15. And when he passed away, I was 13. And same neighborhood, he lived right next door. His brother and himself. And we did everything together, man. And then he played video games, all of that. Everything I did, what boys did, we did. Video games, cops and robbers, all that. Sports, all of that, man. And then you just think about that, like, any of you that have lost someone really young like that, you just think about, like, they didn't make it to 16. Like, he didn't make it to 16. He really wanted to get his license and permit and drive. And his uncle had this old car, and he was going to be able to drive it. Didn't make it. Loved Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Did not play San Andreas. And I remember the very first time playing San Andreas, like, I nearly cried. Like, it was just this sad feeling I had playing the game, knowing that my guy was not there to play it. 18, graduating, 17, graduating from school. 18, 21, 25. This life is precious. It sucks. It's hard, you know, but it's precious, man. Hard work will make it a lot easier, more enjoyable. Guys, that's the podcast for this week. Get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about anything I said. I'm going to be doing a podcast breakdown. And I got a review to do. I got to get to that. What's going on with the Sunday night game. Guys, I'm going to catch you on the next video. And as always, the next podcast will be next Monday morning. So get your asses back to work. And if you're new here, subscribe, like. If you're old here, like, share. Catch you guys then. Thanks for listening, guys. To the next video.